What up, what up, what up? What up, my Laker fans? What's up, everybody? Hopefully, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Monday so far. As you can clearly see, my co host is not here. Um, Steven is a basketball coach over at Servite High School. So he'll be running in a little late, coming in a little bit later to join us. But he's doing his thing. Uh, what up, Delano? I see you, my friend. How you doing? Um, Chris, I see you. I see you with the. You're happy that the Celtics are up or down, or they're down 3-1. Well, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I'll get more into that later on, I'm sure. But just a little news flash, just in case some people can't reach me or reach the channel on YouTube. I found a way to set it up through Facebook, through Twitch, through Mixer. We up everywhere. Okay, you can't miss it. There's no excuse. We on damn near every streaming device that there possibly could be. So make sure you tell your friends. It's on everywhere. You can find me on Facebook on Warr's World or my own name, Brandon Warren. Mixer. I still got to figure out what exactly the details are on Mixer, but more on that later. And of course, Twitch. Twitch is the same thing. Warr's World, can't miss it. So we live everywhere, baby. We live. And if I can find a way on Twitter, I'll do it on Twitter too. So more to come, more to come. But what up, y'all? What's up? You know, it's same old news in Lakerland. It's not going the best. It's not looking the best. But you know what? We're still here. I'm still here. I'm cheering for them. And I'm sure the talk of the town is everybody wanted Monty Williams, and Monty Williams was going to be the next head coach, and blah 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 blah. Don't get me wrong. I know I've been quiet on this whole job coaching search and blah blah blah. But I was a Monty Williams guy. I wanted Monty Williams. If you haven't seen our last podcast, I have been an advocate to get Monty Williams, just because I think he has the most potential coach out of all three candidates that we were quote unquote interviewing. So, but it in terms of what the roster we have, it makes the most sense to bring in a guy like Ty Lue. Ty Lue is, he gets a bad rep just because he was a former LeBron James coach. And I don't know if you know, the only LeBron James coach that survived has been Eric Spoelstra. And Eric Spoelstra, everybody was thinking he's a joke, he's a chump, he doesn't know how to coach superstars, end up winning 2 titles. So, it's I don't know. It just makes the most sense to bring in a guy like LeBron James, or LeBron's guy, I should say. Delano, you're asking, is it possible to turn one of those young guys into the number 2 option? I don't know. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the Tillman has walked in the building. He is here.
I made it.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Hey, why is there a bucket of water right here?
Oh, I was thirsty.
Massaging your feet, man. What the?
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Tillman is in the building. How was practice?
It was good practice. Good practice.
That's good. That's
Long
good.
hours.
That's good. We were just talking about Ty Lue making the most sense right now.
I have a change of heart about Ty Lue.
You have a change of heart?
I do. He's grown on me. I did some homework.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, Ty Lue just makes the most sense right now. It's if it were things were different and we didn't have somebody like LeBron James, Monty Williams would make the most sense. But for Ty Lue's scheme, I said this yesterday on Coast to Coast, CK2K. Make sure y'all check his channel out too. It makes the most sense to bring in LeBron's guy going forward, because LeBron's going to be here for the next 3 years, and he's shown you that he can win a title if you do it his way.
Yes.
So, with that being said, a 5-out offense makes the most sense. We just got to get some shooters now, which we decided to go. We're going to go 1990 style this season. Yes. Found out it doesn't work. But we're here. What are your thoughts on Ty Lue potentially? I mean, it's more than potentially, but
it's guaranteed. Before initially, my personal feelings, it was like,
what's up, Leo?
It was like, nah. But now, I've grown for the sake of LeBron. Obviously, he's the ultimate foundation behind Ty Lue. Mm-hmm. But X's and O's, I have grown to like Ty Lue for those reasons. With LeBron, I don't think it's the best choice. It's the only choice almost at this point, just for the sake that you have to get a guy LeBron likes. Mm-hmm. It's useless.
That's his guy.
Luke worked 3 times as hard, and he wasn't necessarily to blame in many reasons, but if scapegoat or not, but you have to maximize the most. Unfortunately, Luke didn't get a chance with shooters, but Ty Lue was successful under LeBron. Mm-hmm. They seem to do very well. I don't care East or not, with him and LeBron together.
Yeah.
pretty good. And it is hard because Mike Brown and him only could go so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was partially because it was just LeBron being the smart guy in terms of X's and O's.
Mm-hmm.
But Lou has proven, to me at least, that he is capable of being strategic on the floor with LeBron. So
yeah.
Bring him.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Just a heads up for anybody that's like a X's and O's guy, you need to check out my guy Pete. He's a editor and for the Lakers film room, and he broke down Ty Lue's offense, some of his out of bounds plays, some of his defensive schemes, and it just fits so much more than what Monty Williams was. I get it. Monty Williams hasn't been coaching for, as far as a head coach, he hasn't been a head coach for what, 5 years or so.
Yeah,
his last gig was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And he took some steps. You know, he went to Doc. No, he didn't go to Doc. Where'd he go? He went to San Antonio first. He was part
of the Hornets?
Yeah, after the Hornets. He was with San Antonio, did USA basketball for a little bit with Mike Krzyzewski. So he's learned. And, you know, going forward, I hope that helps out Devin Booker's development because he's needed a coach for however long it's been.
Yeah, for sure. I guess that means I get a point guard because Monty needs a point guard.
Monty does need a point. Well, he needs Jesus over at, you know.
He needs a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works out for him out there. But it's going to be an uphill battle for him out in Phoenix. And like I said, Ty Lue's going to be our guy, and we'll go from there. What up, Cap? How you doing, my man? Hopefully you say nothing disrespectful today.
Stay with the disrespect.
Oh, Chris.
Oh snap!
Chris
Facebook,
VP. Yes, we're on Twitch, man. We're on.
We're moving up in the world.
Yeah, we up on Facebook.
Oh,
we on.
Snap.
Yeah, man. So nobody could have no excuse. That's what I was saying earlier. Nobody could have excuse that they missed the show. Literally on everywhere, even Mixer, bro. So, you know, Mikey or Andre, whoever, I have no excuses. But back to the show.
Let me share.
Huh?
I'm just sharing. I'm moving up in the world. We moving up in the world. What's up, Facebook? What's up, people? What's up? Welcome to the Tillman and Warren Show.
Delano said, here's my issue with Lou. He hasn't shown the ability to adjust in the series to compete for championships. I agree
you don't think
and
in the
disagree.
Championship game he did? They were down 3-1. Like, I mean, obviously it took an amazing 3 games straight between LeBron and Kyrie, but I like to believe he had something to do with it just for the simple fact that they found a rhythm out of somewhere. They found an incredible rhythm all the way around defensively. You know, I'd like to give them some credit for that. Yeah. At least for that one. That was impressive.
Something rather than nothing.
Yeah, because it was very rare been done. It's like the same when the Warriors beat the Kevin Durant and him. I like to believe they lost for some reason of coaching. The same reason Steve Kerr may have gotten out coached in a way for the sake of that that conversation, you know. And Steve Kerr gets a lot of question marks in terms of lineups.
I think Ty Lue deserves more credit because the mere fact that he got his team last season, that Cavs team, to the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, LeBron played out of his mind, but no player can say they haven't had a coach right by them where they help guide them. Ty Lue did a lot to get those players into the finals. They had no business being there.
You talking about last year?
Last year's Cavs.
Because I don't care. I've seen a lot of people give Rodney Hood some props, or where was he at last year? Some dudes aren't prepped for that kind of atmosphere pressure. You know, playing for Terry Scott. Is that who the Trailblazers coach? Yeah, I think so. Like the pressure isn't the same in the mechanics. So that 3 he took to win the game is a lot different than the 3 you take with LeBron. I.e., Earl the Pearl. J.R. Smith do not know how much time is left.
Yeah.
There's a greater responsibility. And to Lakers' credit, to our youth, they manned up about it, regardless of what happened on All-Star break. But Kuzma, Lonzo, and Brandon Ingram, to play with a guy who's only been to the finals most of his career, and they stepped and not be the problem, is I find that pretty. Whether how long time it takes for them to develop, I find that impressive. Because my second year playing with the best player, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee said, like, playing here is like, bro, you could be weak and you getting commercial advertisements. So, that's a lot of pressure. I have to give a lot of credit to our youth.
Yeah.
Which was ridiculed early on, but give them some respect.
To be fair, I ridiculed them. I got on their case. Yeah. There's several videos where I was talking about them.
And they'll like Ty Lue. I think they'll like him because what I've gained to learn and like about him is, one, he's a no-nonsense. That's why I realized he struggled with the Cavs this year, early on in the season. The babying part again, like that, doing it all over. Like, maybe Ty Lue's just that much better with a bunch of dudes who are ready to hoop. And I think Doc Rivers is the same person. Give Doc dudes who really just want to play basketball. Because it's something about that team playing better than the talented Clippers. Like, this team was far more impressive to me. Just they play harder, and he says that a lot. But I think
no BS, no drama.
Yeah,
just
put
the
hoopers.
Work
in and let's go. Like, no divas.
Cap said, "I mean, Ty Lue has improved himself as a capable coach without LeBron. Yeah, he's one of the few coaches who can coach LeBron. Double-edged sword. I don't think he ever got that opportunity to show that he can coach in Cleveland without LeBron.
That's not a good place.
They gave him 10 games, and then he said, "Nah, you got to get out."
But mind you,
Cleveland's also one of the worst organizations.
They also told him who he could and couldn't play. So that's not a good coaching situation.
Trying to interfere with his coaching strategies.
Guaranteed he wanted to play J.R. Smith. And it's like, we're going to trade him, but we're not going to trade him, but we're going to keep on the roster.
Yeah.
But I need you to play Colin Sexton, who was trash.
Yeah.
I will use the word trash early on. And I would they put him in the starting lineup. So it is a double-edged sword, but Cleveland's not the best place. Like, I pray for the most for Bonnie Williams. Your first gig back is the Phoenix Suns. They fire everyone, so they don't blame themselves. So, like, they haven't been the same since D'Antoni. That's my opinion.
Pauline says, "I see y'all doing your thing. Okay, we appreciate it, Paulina. We appreciate it. We moving up in the world. Okay,
moving up in the world.
We appreciate it, though. Thank you for checking us out." Chris, I tried changing everything on here. He's on the title on Twitch. It says we playing Apex Legends,
and we aren't. I'm gonna play that when I get home. No.
But like I said, Chris, I learn as I go. You should know of all people that we learn as we go.
I mean, we in our rookie season, Chris.
Yeah, man. Season 1, bro. Season 1. But some other news as well. Myself, Warr's World, CK2K, and TD Diaries will be going to Summer League Las Vegas this July. And Stephen Tillman, we hope that he can make it out there. We hope. But we understand he has a newborn. He's trying to take care of things. So, yeah. We'll see. But we also want to let y'all know that we're for sure going, just in case Chris doesn't tell y'all. Wanted to tell y'all that we are going. Going to have a good time. See Zion in a Suns jersey because, I got to troll him for the one time. But we will be out in
Summer League. For Chris' sake, yeah.
Cap said, "That's what I mean. Nobody has given him a chance." Which kind of speaks volumes.
That's true.
I guess to a certain degree, sure.
But think about how many people really haven't gotten a chance and they should get a chance. Like a few weeks ago, you remember some of y'all was talking about Becky should get a chance, and it's like. There are other guys. One person Dre, who's watching on Mixer. He was the one person saying that. But I think it's hard to get a coaching job. It's like one person to another person has to vouch. Lou is an automatic because you're connected to a superstar. I think that is a good perk in a way. Unfortunately, obviously, when he retires, it's over. But That's a great perk, you know.
Yeah.
The same, and not there's not too many Greg Popoviches, Phil Jacksons, but even the young coaches, Cap, like you have to go to the right situation. Like at one point, maybe Luke thought it was the right situation. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But Coach Bud, he tried Atlanta. And look at him now in Milwaukee. He's up 3-1 against the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
He would have never done that with the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
With that team, obviously they didn't have Giannis, but I'm just saying sometimes the right environment, the right coach, the right circumstance, those all have to line up eventually. Because look at your team. Y'all already ready to get rid of Brett Brown. Like, y'all already ready. And this is the most success already with this team. Now it's 2-2. I would like to know what you think if y'all lose. Y'all ready to fire him already. And y'all playing a pretty good Raptor team. So you have to have the right coaching job. I think Luke in Sacramento is the right spot. I think Ty Lue for us 2-3 years, right spot. The moment LeBron retires, I expect his contract to be over. We're back at it again trying to figure out who's going to coach the next group. So it's tough. It's tough to be a coach.
Yeah. Summer League coast to coast. It's a good question. I'll have to ask Chris about that. Sure, when we get, later down the road and we're, finalizing hotel stays and stuff like that, we'll discuss that. But as of right now, we just wanted to confirm that we are going, and we're, we're gonna have a good time out there. But on to the next topic.
On to the next.
I don't know if you watched The Shop. Yeah, you watched The Shop.
Oh, yeah.
For those that did not watch The Shop, LeBron James has a show called The Shop where he literally just talks about life, talks about anything with basketball, his wife, his kids, so on and so forth. And he brings out special guests, and they give their two say on whatever issues that they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Just so happened that yesterday, Lonzo Ball was on the show.
He was.
With LeBron James, his idol. And they had some interesting
Why you say interesting?
Interesting viewpoints of a certain guy stepping down as president.
I watched you guys talk about it on I didn't get to watch all of it, but
I didn't watch all of it.
No, I heard your point of view yesterday on
Coast
to Coast.
I mean, it makes sense for LeBron to feel the way he did.
Yes.
I just didn't expect him to be like.
Why?
Because LeBron's very reserved in some cases.
That's the only part we see, man. Come on, that's the social media LeBron where you see. Remember the
and you get so used to seeing that, like when Kobe started opening up his last season, I was like, "Who is this guy?"
That's true.
Yeah. So it was just.
I think shut up and dribble has kind of put him further and further to the space. Mm-hmm. But everyone always says is LeBron likes to control his own narrative, and so this part, I wasn't surprised. I was happy how real he said it was. Like, bro, you could at least call me and say something like, "Yeah, I don't like you no more." Whatever it is, and him using that choice of words instead of saying, "Hey, why you telling me?"
Yeah,
is like you didn't have to do that, and I think he feels a certain way about that portion of how it been done. Mm-hmm. I loved it. Yeah. But my favorite was Lonzo's because I felt like Lonzo was like, "Hey, Kuz, we're not getting traded." It was like "Hey, man, we can keep our clothes unpacked and like we straight, bro." Like Lonzo was like, "Oh snap!" Like LeBron, that's for real. Cool, we getting 80 without me moving. Like that's how I felt. That's my personal opinion.
For those that have not seen it, I'll pull it up right now. Steven, could you, while I look this up, could you?
It was
go
great,
more
man.
in depth about it?
No, it was great. I thought LeBron. First off, the Shop is an awesome show.
Out my face, you bullshit. I go check my phone, I look at it, the shit happened. Personally for me, like when I was like, damn, this shit crazy. And I took a minute and I was like, yo, Kuz, what we doing tonight? Like,
Yeah.
So literally, it was just one of those things where, Lonzo was able to move on so fast. It was just like, of course, like Steven said, there was many aspects to it because Zoe was one of those key pieces being traded
Twice
for Anthony Davis.
He was rumored to be traded twice before Anthony Davis and by himself.
Yeah. So
that part sucked.
It makes sense for him to answer this way, but
what? He gone, man. You can say what you want.
It's.
Hey, go watch this because he talks about his dad and the Alvin or whatever his name is who stole his money, and that's a dude sound like he growing up into his own area of life. And beyond his dad, but just in general, he sounds different. He sounds confident compared to when I've heard him talk before. But I love that energy behind that because one, you get that look. We're gonna get traded at times. What Andrew Bynum said is banks in every state. So
and like LeBron keeps on telling them, control what you can control.
Yes.
Or what does he keep the focus? Keep the focus where the focus is. Something along those lines.
I haven't heard that one.
But along with Magic, talking about Magic stepping down, Zoe was involved in in-house scandal in a way.
Big scandal.
$2 million. Was it $2 million? It was
like
a lot. It was more than what we got. Let's just say that.
Money.
He had money stolen from him from a close family friend that happened to be the co-founder of his brand Triple B's, and he expressed his feelings about that. What happened? Saying that he doesn't know if
Alan Foster.
I'm thinking about the ref. If he saw Alan Foster, if he saw him today, he doesn't know what he would do. And, it makes it another thing that makes sense. Like if somebody steal my money, I might have to beat your ass, dog.
Yeah,
like,
but he did it when his mama was sick.
Even worse.
The moment my mom was handling all the money, and then all of a sudden she go down, and now you stealing from me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm glad him and his dad cool, but man, that's a lot to go through during the season too. I'm sorry, like that's a lot to go through. But he free, man. He free. You stay healthy though, Lonzo. We need you to stay healthy.
Appreciate you, Lonzo. Leo for checking out the stream, my man.
You got your names all twisted.
Man. But yeah, I'm happy that Zoe is speaking up and being that man in charge, and not being in his daddy's shadow for the rest of his life.
That's right.
And he keeps saying that it came back to his daughter being alive and raising her. That'll do it to you. I'm sure Mr. Steven will attest to that.
A whole lot different.
Yeah. So we're happy that our point guard is growing. It's only a matter of time.
He's gonna be back.
Yeah, it's finally here. Now, if we could just keep him on the court, that would be lovely.
All of them.
That would be very lovely. But
all of them. Shout out to the shop. Good show.
Yes.
I like that show.
Yes.
There's TNT, whatever, Inside the NBA, and the shop, which comes on like once every 3 months. I think there's 5 episodes up. There are 6 episodes.
It's only 30 minutes. I need to go talk to LeBron and be like, hey, man, you need to make this an hour.
Speaking of LeBron, the one thing about LeBron, it also tells you it wasn't just magic of him being here. Because he did feel a certain way. I think he felt a certain way from a personal level. Like, yo, we, what's up? We can talk. But it at least made me feel like you wanted to be in this jersey. Yeah. You have every intention of doing the best of your ability to get us back. It's not the space of which you're comfortable with. Yeah. Because it wasn't like a pity. It was like, bro, you couldn't at least tell me, like, I'm cool. It's whatever. Because now I'm the president now. But, like, LeBron's just going to do what he do. But, hey, I'm happy for it.
I think that was directly to Lakers fans that were questioning his commitment level.
Yeah,
if
which
he was
I'm not a fan of. The man averaged 27, like 8 and 8, and
at,
it was
at
injured
34.
18. Yeah, like come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Critique him all you want, but LeBron's LeBron.
Go handle your business, Delano. We don't want you getting fired, bro.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I can't pay for your
You gotta
bills
go back
too.
to work.
Yeah, he had to go back to work.
Going back to work.
But LeBron, Cap said LeBron felt betrayed, which is surprising. Yeah.
Why you say surprising?
I mean, I don't.
Surprised to
Is
be
betrayed the
betrayed?
right word?
I mean,
or
you see what Dan Gilbert did to him a couple like some years back.
that's a whole
that's
different
betrayal.
Yeah.
I mean,
feel some type of way and betrayal. I feel like are two different.
well, we don't know what their conversations are
What
with
do you
him and
mean?
Magic because they apparently met 2 days before then.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll never get is your excuse to do it before the game in that moment.
And the season didn't even end.
Like
it was one more game after.
After the game or that morning,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get that portion right there. I don't know. Clout chasing.
Yeah.
Cardi B.
It just didn't make sense.
Which is weird. But LeBron wants to be in the purple and gold.
Delano said his commitment level is for as long as his contract is. LeBron is a mercenary.
That's cool with me. He
And
gave
that's
us
fine.
4 years. He gave Cleveland I don't know. We'll see this year. He gave them 1+1, just like Kevin Durant doing with the Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Speaking of which, KD is playing right now, future Laker,
It's a close game.
and the game's 24-23.
It's a low-scoring game. That favors the Rockets, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be a good one.
Um,
The one I care about is the one over there in the green uniform.
you
Who's
want
down
Kyrie that
3-1.
bad?
Man, I do. I just want him and LeBron to get back together and do it all over again. That's the best option. I don't know that much. This is the weirdest free agency just because most of them are wings. Like Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi, y'all all play the same position. I get this is whatever I'm trying to say, positionless basketball. That's what I'm trying to say. For those who don't understand, that means you can play any spot, that we play in an era where the 4 can be the 1 can be the 2 can be the 5. Hence, I won't say the Warriors started. D'Antoni started this years ago. Back when Amari Stoudemire was the center of the Phoenix Suns back in the Joe Johnson days. That was my favorite Phoenix Suns team. But so in this era, I guess it makes sense. But then would that mean, okay, since you mentioned that, would that mean we are moving Brandon Ingram?
I don't know about BI, but possibly Kuzma just because he's got more stock.
Yeah, but you can keep him.
I know.
If you sign Kevin Durant, what do you do with Brent? Like, there's no.
Obviously, you would have to move him.
But those are the two guys you're going after. Kawhi and LeBron can play with anybody. He can play point guard at this point, but so can Zoe. Like when you could do multiple things, I think that is dope. But like Lonzo can play off the ball with the ball. Same can Kuz. Brandon Ingram seemed early on to be the worst person to do that. So if you do get Kevin Durant, man, if we do get Kevin Durant, clearly LeBron is like, I'm the B dude because he's the better person. I mean, I'm sure that's cool with him, but it just means that's an interesting story. Because I know if Stephen A. is right about Kevin Durant wanting to be the star or the best player in the league, that would be weird. I guess it would be conceding that in a sense because LeBron would be now passing it to you. Which implies you're the guy. I mean, he did it with Kyrie. But they have an unknown history. Like, if the Knicks weren't not in the picture, if that was never a rumor, if they weren't trying to do things, if they were the same old Knicks who never get anything, what other team besides the teams that they're currently on and the Lakers would they be going? Philly's out the picture because they have their own re-signings to do with Jimmy. Jimmy seems... Early on, I thought he would be out, but I actually think he'll be back. I think they should because he is pushing Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid in the right direction.
I agree.
But if outside of them, I don't know. Do you really give guess Lou Williams be the sixth man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still going to like the purple and gold chances. Everybody can say what you want.
Yeah.
I like our chances because the only thing that's changed this year, because let's say if Magic was here, we wouldn't have this conversation. But they're a real threat. I don't know. We have LeBron James. I just don't know how much more of a threat you are. If Kevin Durant goes there, I still don't believe you're that much more of a threat because our only issue was us. It wasn't the league. It wasn't who we played. We were our own sickness.
Yeah.
So when we fix ourselves and become healthy, that's like a pun, isn't it? Because we were injured most of the year. But anyway, LeBron James and a healthy team, I don't see anything better than that.
No.
LeBron usually wins. So.
I apologize, y'all, for the no sound right now because I'm testing new things as we're streaming.
No sound of what?
They were saying they weren't getting any audio for a second. So
okay.
it should be back now. I see it right now.
Did Cap respond? What did he say?
Cap said no audio.
Oh.
Cap, but he said I would have LeBron run the one, but I don't think LeBron enjoys playing the actual position.
Probably Lonzo.
Lonzo
was healthy. He deflected the ball a lot. It was weird because when they play with that team, everybody says LeBron really didn't play off the ball. He did in a way. When they were running, he moved the ball. In half court, yes, he had the ball, but I think he should because why would you try to do something other than act as your strength? Hence, when the Warriors lost the other day, they got out of their mechanic. That's usually when they lose. They get out of their own strategic, foundation of what they're trying to do. Some of that's coaching, some is that, but I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Ty Lue because anytime you join our team, I am team you. I did it with who's that trash dude?
Byron Scott.
Nah, Robert Sacre. I did it.
No, you weren't.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. DJ Mbenga did it. He was a guy on our team who I was riding just because he was on our team. He was the perfect person. You wanted 6 fouls, put him in. He was gonna foul everything and contest everything. You need those kind of people.
For the 2 minutes that are allegedly went silent, Steven was making the point that he doesn't believe that the Clippers are a real destination for superstars. And I was saying I think it is just because you have a stable front office, you have a coach that knows how to coach well, and you have a bunch of players that know their role, they know their place in the NBA.
Man,
so it makes sense for somebody to be like Kawhi, that could just be like, man, this is the same team except I get to go closer to home.
True, but think about this. A year ago, we didn't have this guy where the Clippers thought about in the sense of, man, they're a great destination, blah, 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 blah. It's only because the Lakers happen to be down, you want to hype somebody else up. Period. Fair. It's just the only reason. Clippers made it to the playoffs. Congratulations. Y'all worked hard. You don't have LeBron James, so you can't tell me, man, I think the Clippers have a great shot. Now, whoever goes there is going to be compared to the purple and gold. And I'm sorry. There's no one in this league.
With that, there comes pressure with being on purple and gold and playing against
them. And now if Kevin Durant goes there, you're really going to be compared because, same division, same. How are you guys going to do? Same area. Is it really your area? Man, come on. No one's trumping LeBron. There's no one. LeBron sucks, and we still the LeBron Lakers suck, and we still talk about them. Yeah. So I'm sorry. You're not going to.
True statement.
LeBron ain't in the playoffs, and they still talking about him on First Take. So.
Cap said, Jesus, Steven has standards. Delano said 2 words, Jerry West. About going to the clip show just because he a weirdo like that. And
Clay? His dad.
No.
Oh, I'm about to say
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Kawhi's the one dude, if anyone says they have an opinion about it, I believe he's going, I don't believe them. Because Kawhi just doesn't seem like a dude who talks to anyone. He might not even make his decision Kyle Lowry is actually making it easy for him, but he might not make it. I mean, the dude didn't want to play in San Antonio. So he seems to be unpredictable. Some of y'all don't play 2K, but if you play 2K and you're trying to sign him to free agency, it's going to say not loyal because you don't know what you're going to get out of him. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but here's the other thing. Will these players sign max contract or 1+1 deals?
I think the 1+1 deals are I think that's over with. Just
You
because.
think so?
Just because.
Because LeBron signed his 4 years, now everybody else going to do it?
Plus the money is getting. It's not going to be any bigger than
That's
what
true.
it is right now. So, Kevin Durant talking about he want to get that payday that he's never had. You better get it now.
I tell you need to make sure, Kemba, you better make sure you say no to everyone else. You collect that money and then demand a trade, man. You pull a Blake Griffin, man. You collect.
Get that 5 year,
Oh,
170 million.
Collect every piece of money you can get, man. I'm always tell people to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Because you kind of change the narrative. That's why you have to pick your team.
Yeah.
You have to pick the right team. If you're Kawhi, you got to know where you want to go. But can you really picture somebody signing a 4-year max deal with the Los Angeles Clippers? Chris Paul was traded to that team, and they drafted Blake Griffin.
And he signed an extension.
He did for different because they already had Blake Griffin and DeAndre, but he also knew the money, just like he got his money with Houston. Some of it, I don't know. I don't think Jerry West's the type of dude to be like, hey, man, pay all this money to X, Y, and Z. Doc Rivers, I'm looking forward to this offseason. But I'm betting on LeBron James.
I'm sure we all.
I'm betting on LeBron James. Take that for data.
Oh, and close quote. Okay.
Nah,
all right. Well, you all heard it first from my co-host. He's into the show early with that.
Hey, out of curiosity, are you reading like comments from all of the places, or you get one from
the live chat for what the system I'm using?
Yeah.
It's not letting me, and every time I enter in something, it messes with the hotkeys on this. So once I get the live stream up, I'll be able to see it. You should be able to see it. I'll put it over here.
People on Facebook
like
know basketball? Like, I don't know if
a few
most people on Facebook seeing like people.
You know, Chris VP knows about basketball. My auntie, hey auntie, she knows basketball. She's helped coach me and develop me too.
Auntie, was he trash when you coached him?
How dare you? How dare you?
Did he listen? Was his IQ high?
But that'll be our show for today, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out. Like I said, for all the new people out on Facebook, out on Twitch.
We everywhere. We global, baby.
Yes. Make sure y'all tell your friends, your family, your aunties, your uncles, your mama's
your second cousins, your third cousins, the one that might be your cousin, you tell them too.
tell them, and this is a decent show. It's only going to get better.
He sold us short. We are a great show. A show you've never heard of.
I'm a modest guy.
I'm not. We're your favorite show, and you're going to tune in every Monday. So every Monday, just put it on. Like it and subscribe and be like, there go my babies over there just talking about basketball. Be that person right there.
Yes.
Anybody who know me, just like it, subscribe, just tune in. The views matter. All of that matter, at least in the sense that you watched it. We're not going to quiz you on whether you watched it, but if you do happen to tune in, we talk about all kind of stuff.
Delano, are you going to pop into the play-by-play on the Entertain Talking Sports? The Entertainer Talking Sports. I would like to.
What's that?
That dude, he's a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Except he covers all of basketball.
Okay. That's a lot to cover, man.
I would like to. If I slide in the DMs and be like, hey, I need help.
Slide into my DM. I just feel like that line's funny. That's how I got married, though. I slid in my wife's DM. See? So never doubt the DMs.
We'll see. We'll see if I can work something out. I would love to. I would honestly love to, but the future will entail that. Like I said, y'all, tune in next week. We're going to talk more next week about some off-season stuff. We also can talk about
and put in the comments if y'all want to talk about stuff too, man. Whatever y'all want to talk
about. Absolutely. Draft lotteries next week.
Yes, it is. So, Lakers top one, Chris.
So we will have lots to talk about that next week, and hopefully we see y'all there. All right, y'all?
I'm about to go home and watch some Game of Thrones.
I haven't.
You got to get on that show. Hey, people who are in this chat, and all Mixer, Dre, I see you over there. I mean, I don't see you, but Dre over there, Mixer. Y'all, tell Warren he needs to watch Game of Thrones. Get through all 8 seasons and join the crew.
Episode 1 had incest, so I was just immediately.
That's a portion of that era of time, but it's beyond just that. That's like the one portion of it. Beyond that is a lot of killing.
You told me.
Yeah,
that carries on forever.
No. Well, their relationship carries on, but that form of thing. But it's significant to the storyline. But that was normal back in those weird old days. That's because they didn't have God. They didn't have God in their heart.
They had God.
No. They didn't have it in their heart. See, some people be thanking God, but you got to have it in your heart.
You just saying that because they Catholic, not Christian.
No. That ain't got nothing to do with Christian. God is there for everyone. It ain't about religion. It's just got, we didn't change the subject of the show.
See, we talk,
but it's got to be in your heart.
Before we get on this long debate.
Let's stretch out the Warren says it's not about your religion. It's got to be in your relationship. I just feel that right now.
Pastor Tillman over here. All right, y'all. We're going to check y'all out next week. Till next time.
Eat
Peace.
your vegetables.
See y'all next... What?
Eat your vegetables, man.
Man, see y'all next Monday, man.